Liam, talk about Brian Lawler.
Brian Lawler apparently decided to put it all together in October and become the best character on the show. I don't know how he did this, but okay, the first 4 shows, who really gives a shit, right? Doesn't matter. He's actually, I think he's improved in ring. I think he's found his character a lot better now. Just the fact that like he was ever meant to be taken seriously is hilarious because he's clearly like just a goofball and it works so well. But we put it all together with the best angle in the NWA-TNA history.
I feel like we have to talk about the October 23 one to set the table.
Oh, set the table then.
So on October 23, there's a segment where Brian Lawler is wrestling BG James, having their match. Then X-Pac comes out in the ramp with his girlfriend April and just starts furiously making out with her.
Yeah, and she didn't want to.
Yeah, she says that she had nothing to do with that. She had no part in that. It was all X-Pac. Brian Lawler's facial expressions as that is happening, as X-Pac is making out with April, are absolutely tremendous.
It caused him physical pain.
His life is just melting before his eyes as his girlfriend is making out with his mortal enemy on the stage, and he just falls off the top rope. He is so upset at this that he's pinned by BG. Now there is another part of that where he's been consoled by the referee. He's not even mad about it. He's just devastated.
Yeah. By the way, this ref's a fucking dickhead. All right, he's making fun of my man who's going through some real emotional turmoil right now. And he's like, oh, what are you doing? Crying? Oh, you're crying because your girlfriend kissed your mortal enemy on TV? Ooh, why would you cry about that? It's like, yeah, all right, dickhead.
So, yeah, later in the show, Sean Waltman comes out and he's just like, you know...
Oh, no, before that, we have Oh, no, you're right, sorry. I thought I got them mixed up because there's so many walking out talking segments.
Yeah, because Waltman has a match with Styles and then comes out later again.
Yeah.
And then April is like, oh, Brian, I had nothing to do with it. And Brian is like, oh, okay, I'm fine with that. Yeah,
Before that happens, Brian comes out and he's like, hey, man, I don't blame you, X-Pac. Like, I'm done with her. I'm going to move on. She's obviously not the one until she runs out and says, oh, it was all X-Pac that did it. And to which X-Pac goes, in a hilarious response, goes, I can't hear what she's saying. What are you saying?
There's also another great X-Pac line in this promo where the crowd is chanting something at him. He's chanting, you suck or something, or you can't wrestle. And he's like, I know, some of you hate me. It's fine.
Pessimistic X-Pac has been such a joy.
He's just like, I understand that some people have an irrational hatred of me, and that's okay. I've accepted it.
Yeah.
So then after Brian and April get back together, Brian is perfectly happy to accept this April explanation. You may now talk about the segment from October 30th.
So my man, big Brian Lawler, is coming out at this point, accompanied by, what's her actual name? It's April, right?
It's April. Way to not remember for April's name.
Oh, I did remember. I was clarifying.
Well, fine.
They come out together and there was this fan, and you can hear it in the live reaction, who pushes him, and I was like, oh, yeah, that's pretty dangerous. You know, you do that. He's got full right to hit you. You know, he pushes him again, to which Brian Lawler punches this dude in the face, exploding his nose. And my reaction to this was one of the most joyful moments of my entire life. Because I did not expect. This is one of the best wrestler beats up a plant in the crowd segments I've ever seen in my life, because I didn't for a second think it was a plant, and then when the punch happened, it was a real punch.
It was.
Which we get the great visual of this fan like pissing blood out of his nose, and also Brian Lawler's like knuckles covered in the blood of this fan.
You cannot do justice just how much Brian Lawler made this man bleed with a shoot punch. He punched him right in the nose.
Yeah, just a perfect angle. Like, if this was TW, 100.
I love, like, that was the angle as well. It's like, they're like, we can't let you talk after that. Get out of here.
Yeah. It's like, Brian Lawler rules now.
And now he's a badass. He's just punching out fans.
Yeah, but he's also a dope while he's doing it. It's great. We also had the segment with April and him backstage where April's giving him the Maurice fuck eyes. Oh, that's only a reference that the Patreon guys will get. Giving the Maurice fuck eyes to her. And then as Lawler goes in to kiss her, she's like,
She's literally pulling her head in any direction to keep it away from Brian Lawler's mouth.
Yeah. This is also a bigger, just to briefly divert from Brian Lawler, if we must, a big Goldilocks month as well. She was all over these shows.
Because, like, she's every backstage interview, and there are a lot of them.
Yeah.
She doesn't get much abuse this month, though, to be fair.
She gets real smelt up by Sonny Siaki.
Yeah, Siaki creeps on her after talking to her about consent like a month ago.
I know. A double standard.
Typical men. Oh, God, it is typical men. No. The worst thing is when you start to make a joke about something and then you realize, no, it's not the joke. It's just life, and it's horrible.
How it is. Yeah.